Silence is what we all need for a minute. Dying's what we want to avoid while we're living life and trying to make some noise. The screams sorta seem like we're crying, reaching towards our dreams. I offer an exhausted.
So I was planning on taking this footage in the airport, but got rerouted. Had actually a lot of work to do in the airport before I left today. In San Francisco for 4 days, some special meetings, and first off, product review slash sponsor thing. Not getting paid, but I'm excited for it. The travel vlog.
Wine and cigarettes promotes good life, bad health and tax. I am one of the strong, but also in the same trap. Exercising my brain, realizing that pain will be arriving if I dive into the cesspool of my mind. So I'm rewinding the recorded version of my conscience repeatedly. Not easily blinded, nor do I find it hard to ignore you weaklings. Weep, I shine with this terrific, twisted piece of metal. Strangely changing climate as they increase the level. I said I wouldn't.
Hello. It's been a crazy couple months. Lots of travel. Our kids have been going on vacation with grandparents. My wife and I have both been traveling for work, and I haven't had time to vlog. We're at like the most critical crunch time for shipping product that will be launching in a couple months at Chrome. This hasn't been a priority, so I apologize for the infrequency, but excited to be recording again and sharing ideas, thoughts, things, videos. I'm in San Francisco for all this week. Like I said before, I'm here for Convergence, which is when all the UXers in Chrome come to one city to collaborate, go through some like team building stuff, share work, talk through some of our process and how we exist as a design team. So it's really fun. We're a really big team now. I think we're like just under 30 people now. And so it's been great to spend some time with my other design cohorts in like London and Munich and people up here in San Francisco that I don't get to work with often. So I don't plan on sharing much of this week's like everyday kind of in an office stuff. It's pretty much a lot of meetings and us talking about process and our design team, which I couldn't share anyways. I might do a follow-up video of like where I think I've changed my opinions on process of like how you plan, like frame out and execute and implement a design. I think that's always something that something we're trying to get better at as an industry. That'll be a different video for another time. This video is about a specific product that reached out to me about reviewing, something that is close and near and dear to my heart in my past. So I'm excited to share that with you. Before I get into the product, I'm going to go to coffee right now, meet my buddy Ted. He was a design manager, Instagram, good friend I worked with at Netflix. I've talked about him before on the vlog if you've watched the past ones. He's in town today for apparently an event with Instagram, and we're going to go get some coffee.
Sign shit cause I don't wanna meet the devil, but I lost my mind and I'm trying to find it in the dimension of space between bass and treble. I lost my mind and I'm trying to find it in the dimension of space between bass and treble. Shatter is my existence, so many pieces I can't count. Shatter is a substance that comes from most people's mouths. Matter is what you don't to me, he don't to she, we don't to we. But hopefully we can gather together and figure out what life's about. Patterns of emotion change shape from different situations. Lanterns shed light on the dark side of imagination. Scattered is good and evil through various people and areas of the ego, but we know we can be peaceful with the right participation. No batters stay behind the bass and get ready for the pitch. Rappers mold their soul into plastic and get filthy rich. The ladder to paradise is infested with parasites, and if you don't ride in the carriage right, you would swear that life's a bitch. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Sign shit cause I don't wanna meet the devil, but I lost my mind and I'm trying to find it in the dimension of space between bass and treble. I lost my mind and I'm trying to find it in the dimension of space between bass and treble. Shatter is my existence, so many pieces I can't count. Shatter is a substance that comes from most people's mouths. Matter is what you don't to me, he don't to she, we don't to we. But hopefully we can gather together and figure out what life's about. Patterns of emotion change shape from different situations. Lanterns shed light on the dark side of imagination. Scattered is good and evil through various people and areas of the ego, but we know we can be peaceful with the right participation.
So this is it, EggBoard.com. The kind people at EggBoard reached out to me on email, and their new company here in San Francisco. They said, hey, can we send you one of these, and can you review it, let us know what you think. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this on YouTube, and it was really exciting for me. I grew up skateboarding, love skateboards. I think the market they're going after and kind of the practical use of this is in the context of traveling or commuting, scooting around a campus, which I do a lot. I'm on planes a lot, I'm in airports a lot, I'm on big campuses at Google. The schedule worked out where I was able to meet the founder here and pick up the board. I've been riding it around San Francisco in the office. I'm excited to try it tonight as I fly home out of San Francisco back down to Orange County.
No batters stay behind the base and get ready for the pitch. Rappers mold their soul into plastic and get filthy rich. The ladder to paradise is infested with parasites, and if you don't ride in the carriage right, you would swear that life's a bitch. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare.
Okay, so I'm at the airport, about to leave in about an hour. Wanted to give just a quick little rundown and my thoughts on this board, on the EggBoard. Just to be clear, they're not paying me to say any of this. This is just my honest impressions and not sponsored or whatever. I think I have to say that. Was surprised in general how smooth this board actually rides. It's deceivingly small and is kind of almost funny when you look at it because it looks like a toy. Because there's so much surface area, your feet actually fit on this pretty easily. Some of the people on my team were trying to ride it, and it's surprisingly easy to ride and to control and carve. As far as rideability, I think it's pretty awesome. It's also super easy to travel with. I've been riding it around campus and then also was riding it through the airport when I wasn't carrying it. The board fits actually perfect like this, and I put my backpack on like this. So actually fairly easy to walk around with. It is, it's not a light board. The trucks and the wheels are really heavy, but I think that's a nice detail because it makes the ride really smooth. The one thing that I did realize is that how bad I am at skateboarding now. After not skateboarding for a long time, when I was trying to film and also carry my bag. It's a little bit different, it throws your balance off a little bit. And if you step too far front or on the back, it's pretty easy to slip out. I almost fell once. But in general, if you're comfortable skateboarding, I think the ride and it's kind of fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. I could imagine if I was spending a lot of time going distances where I have to walk at airports or on a longer trip, it would be super useful. I think I'm just going to have it around the house. We cruise around the house on our concrete floors. It's a lot of fun. I think the boys would enjoy it. This compared to a penny board is probably a little bit heavier than a penny board, probably the same size, but the penny board that I have is much harder for my feet to sit on and much harder to control. It's a little more wobbly. So in general, the EggBoard, thumbs up. I'm really excited to have this around, have some fun, and on longer trips, I think I might actually take it for travel as well. Still haven't taken it on the plane, so I'm not sure if they're gonna give me shit for having it below the seat or up above. But I think if I board the plane with it on my backpack like this, it should be a problem. We'll figure that out.
No batters stay behind the base and get ready for the pitch. Rappers mold their soul into plastic and get filthy rich. The ladder to paradise is infested with parasites, and if you don't ride in the carriage right, you would swear that life's a bitch. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare.
Long week. It was 4 days. I didn't record most of the week, but wanted to do this video for the EggBoard and trying to get back into the effort of documenting some things. So trying to put more videos out, and I'll see you guys soon.
Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet trying to run bare. Nothing gets you nowhere, but everything gets you somewhere. One pair of shoes is great compared to 2 feet.